Hello world. Wanted to give an update on the Cherokee build motor progress. Wanted to share a video of all the parts that I've gathered so far to get this thing rebuilt to OEM specs and reliable as hell. So here we go. This right here is a crank bearing for the stator side. It's a little hard to come by. I actually had to order this one from Europe and have it shipped overseas last week, but this is the stator side crank bearing. I believe this is going to be either exhaust valve or an intake valve. Yep, that's an exhaust valve. This is a Vesra valve, Japanese valve. Good stuff here. I believe here we have a complete seal kit. Get these off eBay for about $33. Pretty good bargain. Every single oil seal on the motor is captured in this kit. I mean, that's everything. Transfer case, output, cam cover, you name it, it's all in one kit. Crankcase gasket. Got these off eBay. These are new old stock. Getting hard to come by, but this is the gasket between the two case halves. I believe here we've got an intake valve. Let's open it up and take a look. Yep, intake valve, Vesra, Japanese quality, good stuff. Next is a pretty big box that I got from Partzilla, all the hard parts, so let's take a look. Here's the packing slip. 39 items. It was about $360 shipped. Let's take a look what we got. Exhaust gasket. Ooh. Brand new clutch shoes. Starter housing gasket, base gasket, random bag, stator cover gasket, got a kind of hard to see. Let me adjust. Got a 13-hole clutch cover gasket. I think that's a oil filter O-ring, oil pump suction side O-ring. Transmission bearing, random O-ring in the motor, timing chain, tensioner, gasket. We've got valve seals. I think this is a rocker arm cover O-ring. The famous left-hand threaded clutch nut. This is the bearing that goes in the clutch cover, the crankshaft. Another random O-ring in the motor. Outer oil pump gear. I think that's another valve cover O-ring. Another random O-ring. Transmission bearing. Another random O-ring. Inner oil pump gear. Aha, this is the clutch side crank bearing. Good old spark plug. Another transmission bearing. Transmission bearing. I think that's the O-ring for the dipstick. The bearing that goes at the end of the starter and the starter housing cover. Looks like a skateboard wheel bearing. This is a Rincon 650 cam chain. It does work on a Honda 300. Any year, Rincon 650 or 680 will work. This is about $60 cheaper than the original Honda 300 cam chain. Got a nice OEM oil filter. Drain plug. Crush washer, aluminum crush washer on the drain plug. Another random O-ring. Don't know which one that one's for. What we got here? These are the tappets that screw into the rocker arms. Another random O-ring. I think these are for the rocker arm shafts. Another O-ring for the rocker arm shafts. The plug that goes in between the cam cover and the cylinder head at the end of the cam chain, the camshaft. Always put new ones in here just to make sure no oil gets out and no water gets in. Last but not least is the O-ring for the intake manifold. So far, these are the parts that I have in hand for the build. I do have some EBC dirt racer clutches in the garage. Jeremy Lee has provided the Reduction Boss 75% gear reduction. Greg Jr. will be sending over a 400 big bore kit we'll be using. The camshaft and rocker arms will be sent off the webcam. Probably going to do a 40B camshaft on it. A lot of people may say, oh, that's a high-end, high-rev camshaft. Well, yeah, it's a high-rev camshaft when you have a 75% reduction. And a 400 big bore kit, a 40B camshaft is the shit. It works well, believe it or not. That's the update for now. As I get some more time, I'll provide some more videos of the build process, but I just want to give everybody a heads up of progress. Thanks, everyone.